could tell you was a troublemaker because you was the one saying all types of crazy and doing diss records against me in the car when you was in the car. How that song go? Rap that song right now.
My diss song is say, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no. She ain't even from the streets. I was in my Jeep, my little T.
No, finish. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I scared. Nicki ain't even from the streets. She ain't. Wait, Nicki ain't in. Nicki can't rip no. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. You know what a grocery store had been? You drop it at the door.
Mm-hmm.
With you in my delusional mind, in my little Jeep, in my scammer days, I was just so mad. Like I don't know why I was so mad.
Nicki Minaj all this time in order to advance in her profession. Thus it appears that we have now discovered the true reason behind JT's jabber to stop making distracting comments about Nicki. People were shocked to learn that she was suddenly her lap puppy since Nicki had just revealed that she was a jibber who was using her as a stepping stone to advance in her profession. Because it appeared as though Nicki and J Jibber had become close over the last few years. That is, Nicki let JT sing on her song. He even took her on tour, but it appears that while Nicki was doing all of these things because she genuinely liked JT, Jibber T was covertly preparing a plan on how to utilize Nicki, then, regrettably, leave her after she's finished. Nicki discovered this, and rumors have it that she no longer wants J Jibber to be in her camp. Therefore, if you somehow missed all of the drama involving JT and Nicki, prepare yourself for a lot of teeth to be spilt. This whole thing jabber only a few days ago when JT, as she unveiled her much-awaited EP Cinderella, many people showed out to encourage and support her. This was her first full solo project, and she had been jabber about it for a short while, a few days before it was released. She changed her mind and said it would just be an e-jabber, even though JT was getting plenty of positive feedback at the time. She had previously hinted that it would be her debut album. Many saw Nicki's strange silence and her lack of support for JT jabber as though she was unaware that the project would be launched. People naturally thought this was strange as JT actively promoted Nicki's Jibber Friday 2 album when it was released, like every single post about it and sharing it on her Instagram story. She jibber many videos in which she rapped the songs from the album. Yet, JT has essentially severed her ties to other female rappers such as Cardi B and Megan, all because of her relationship to Jibber. As you may recall, JT risked everything for her career and essentially eliminated her chances of ever winning a Grammy when she stood up for Nicki when she and Ice Spice were given a jibber for their song Barbie World, only to take the trophy back and give it to someone else 5 minutes later. At that time, JT tweeted, "I salute Jibber Minaj for not giving up and continuing to release music despite the overwhelming odds against her and the huge financial stakes involved. However, God is greater. Continue to be who you are. Your legacy will never fade. Nicki Minaj, I cherish you." JT received a lot of backlash for this. Some even gibbered to her as a lapdog. Nonetheless, she continued to sit on business and support Nicki. One would imagine that Nicki would try to repay the favor by providing a jibber to JT's record or perhaps posting it on her stories. However, it was all for nothing. The worst part was that Nicki chose to act unkempt and jump on my head with her barbs on the same day that J Jibber launched her EP. She uttered several dubious things during her station Had Freedom that people jibber connected to JT. She mentioned how someone who had previously disliked her suddenly. Nicki suggested that she was taken by surprise by this person, and that once they revealed their jibber nature to her, she was forced to take a step back and ponder why, knowing full well that they haven't liked her in the past, she ever let herself to jibber them in the first place.
But you also have to question why a person would go from unliking you to loving you. Is that odd? Well, you don't say.
Since JT was formerly a Nicki hater before the two jibber friends, many people assumed that Nicki was referring about it when she made this statement. Do you guys jibber JT's diss song about Nicki and those old tweets she posted criticizing Nicki's age? After that, Nicki and Jabber T broke up through the City Girls manager, but many people continued to believe that Nicki had not truly forgiven JT, and that she only appeared to be over everything. The accusations gained momentum when Nicki made Jabber T rap the diss track once more in an Instagram live event last year. Many believed that Nicki was attempting to make her seem bad by forcing her to jibber the song live when thousands of people were present.
The link with quality control now. You shouted out P the other day. There is a group that they have over there that keeps mentioning your name because they want to do a song with you. Would you do a record with the City Girls? Next question.
Either that pause mean it's already done or like loaded.
Well, I
I don't know. What I will say is that a few years ago, I saw a video of them, and I asked someone on their team at that time, I asked someone about them. Like, oh my God, I heard that, and I saw this video, and that's cute. That, like, I was thinking about jumping on a record, one of their records that was out at that time. And then social media happened. You know what I'm saying? Social media happened with when, you know, people will say things about someone, like an artist, whether they tweet it or say it, or whether they get pulled, whether it gets pulled out of them in an interview or something like that. And the thing is, whenever you post something on the internet, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Whenever you say something in an interview, it's there forever. So, as a human being, an artist is a human being first. So, if I, as just a regular human, was about to do something with you, if I was about to go out to dinner with you tonight, and then I get something that says, yo, she don't really you like that. She was saying this and she don't really like you, and she said she hopes you actually, you know, never pop or never flourish and da da da. I'm not gonna go out to dinner with you anymore, because now I know that I like you, but you don't really like me. So so you know, I'm just, you know, that's just a human way to feel. If you hear somebody was saying things about you, not just one thing, but repeated things, repeated tweets for years, not just one thing. So
it's hard to let that go.
No, it's let go.
Yeah,
it's let go. But it's about, why would I work with somebody that doesn't like me?
Nicki can't rip no beat. That hoe ain't even in the street. She been with me, but she got dropped like some grocery. I'm gonna Nicki. I don't care. I'm beefing with Nicki, but I ain't no Remy. I got that Remy in my house, and you know I got plenty. This ain't Brazilian. This that upscale. I got your and he love it, cause I'm that. Why you hoes looking? Cause I'm that. Y'all and I'm tired. So I'm that. And we gonna be selling out.
Returning to what Nicki mentioned earlier, everything she said seems to perfectly capture Jay Jabber's situation. He is the only person in her camp who was once an opus before turning to a buddy, and based on what's apparent, Freedom Jabber quite move on from JT making fun of her, but she chose to ignore it and continue to embrace her. It appears, though, that JT may have done something to cause Nicki to doubt. Once more, her loyalty some allege that Nicki put a lot of pressure on Jay Jabber to sign with her record label, but JT declined the offer. Even though some of you may find this absurd, they said that Nicki Minaj was upset that Jabber T refused to sign the hefty contract. Well, I wouldn't sign it either today. As you may recall, Nicki has been reaching out to female rappers to get them to sign to her company, but they have all gibber her. She hasn't been taking it well. This was made public not so long ago when Ice Spice's former best friend Baby Storm shared screenshots of their conversation. Jabber Nicki was upset with her because she had declined an invitation to sign with her record label. I get Jibber to offer her a terrible record deal, and when she asks for a better one, Nicki tells her to be content with what she has since she doesn't question Lil Wayne. He continues insisting that he didn't question anything when he signed her to Young Money more than 10 years ago, but that was at a different point in our careers than when it Jabber with her. Since I've already signed, why would I go back and undo all of this? She gaslights me too often, and I need to love her without letting my mental health get in the way. It appears like Nicki was gibber to Freedom Ice into signing a terrible contract, but she was astute enough to read it. Judging by the appearance of the contract, the same thing occurred with JT, and now Nicki is the head of the station, hurling insults at her as the usual ointment jabber their opinions. I've never understood why, like this individual who said that Jabber ever takes action against Nicki, and that nobody has ever disputed that she is the greatest rapper of all time, let alone the finest female rapper. It's common knowledge on Twitter that this woman is resentful, and will remain so since she has always had gibber with females who just want to develop and become someone else. Sad as hell, Jay Jabber cheated on all the females who actually liked her for someone who doesn't even like her. That being said, I'm curious about your opinions on Nicki criticizing JT, and are you genuinely of the opinion that JT was acting falsely, Or is Nicki simply Jabber Strange once more and criticizing her for not signing to the label you all knew? What should I do? Please share your ideas in the space Jabber below, and don't forget to click this link to view this other really clumsy film.